What's going on, guys? Back with another video. It's a little bit late today, and I really wanted to address today a comment that I got on one of my YouTube videos. And this guy said, "Thank you for not answering." And hey, you know what? I appreciate the feedback, and I want to go over my reply and then dive deeper into what I meant in my reply and how are we gonna really integrate my reply into what we know as that we are one with the creator and that we are all that is, all perceptions, all identities here and now, that we are the observer here, one with the creator, and everything is here. Every single identity reality, not in order. There's no least to greatest, no order. It's just all there, all happening right now. So what I said was, I appreciate the feedback. To summarize, it is that the law of assumption is defined as what you assume is now true. And you can assume everything and anything right now. What you want to experience is one assumption away. Now tie that into knowing you're experiencing everything right now, because you can assume anything, and that is your perspective / experience right now. Also, know you are one with God / the universe. If you don't believe in God, the universe, then you know you are every assumption there is. All assumptions and experiences, good or bad, are already happening, have happened, and now choose what you want, hence why you never ever lack anything. So that right there, I think that was a pretty good response. It was more of a, let me type this out and send it off the top of my head, but like I said, everything unfolds perfectly to where I can describe and detail it to you guys so you can understand what I'm talking about and you can integrate it into your life at any moment and any part, good or bad. Let's get right into it. So you are one assumption away from anything. Why is that? Why is the law of assumption stating that what you assume is now true? That is essentially the law of assumption. A lot of takes on it, right? A lot of ways to dissect it, but we want to go the basic and simple route to make our lives easy, because why wouldn't we want our lives to be easy? And our lives are already easy. Why? I'll explain it right now. But the law of assumption says that what you assume is here right now, or that's your experience right now, because the law of assumption is coming from the understanding and knowing that it is law, that every single assumption is there. That you can assume anything right now. I can assume I'm a pink elephant, right? Am I a pink elephant though? Like, do I really have that in my awareness of me being a pink elephant? No, I'm strongly aware. I'm just fully aware of me being me, human. Me being this, right? But I have that perception in my mind. I'm a pink elephant. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a horrible person. I'm making so much money. I'm losing so much money. I have so many dates. I have no dates. I have a wife. I don't have a wife. All my perceptions exist. But the law of assumption is saying that what you assume is now true. Right? But the law of assumption, I'm not sure. I don't think it dives deep into what we're gonna talk about here, because I haven't really read much on Neville Goddard content and all that. But the law of assumption stems from the greatest law. The only one law that there is that you are one with the Creator, one with God, and that you are the observer. That every reality is right here, right now. That's why what you assume is now true, because right, every reality is right here, and you're here. So you're always living there. You're always seeing and perceiving each reality. You're always seeing and perceiving each reality, right? But you get to choose to put your focus on whatever reality you want to experience. So, understanding that everything is here right now, that you're one assumption away from experiencing or perceiving the life that you want right now, and that you know that you are one with God, you don't lack anything. Big, Huge. Amazing. You're here. You're here. Every reality is right here. Right here for you to assume. For you to assume and take consciousness of and focus on. And then you are that reality. But let's even go higher than that. It's just like you just know you're here. You're detached from everything and anything, and you can choose what you want, and you understand that that is your reality right now. Now, why does it not show up? Right? Why is there that lack? Right? You think you lack something because you need to understand. And that's okay that we don't. Sometimes we don't understand because that's a perspective. Because that is a true reality that we live in, where we don't understand the law, and we're confused and don't know how to get to that state of mind where we understand what people are preaching about, what I'm talking about, what Tom Karen has talked about, however I am has talked about, is that you are the observer choosing here and now which reality to choose from, right? That there's really no time. It's just you here knowing that there's multiple perspectives, right? Infinite amount of perspective, and you're choosing to focus on that perspective within you, because these are all within you. Everything is within you. So when you know that everything is within you, like this is just our physical body, right? We're even above it. We're like right here observing ourselves. But when you know that everything is within you, center that a little bit. You don't lack anything, and you choose to focus on that. And then once you are consistently really focusing, being aware of it, right, you will merge into that. You will be experiencing that reality here and now. But what gets people is also like you're here and now choosing to observe that reality, choosing to manifest that reality, or manifest. But then you look outside, and then you are continuously telling and being aware of what is out there and that story. I understand that you have to be aware of what's out there, but now we know that we are all perceptions. That when we look out there, that it's already created. There's nothing to do about it, nothing we can fix. Because when we try to fix and do something about it and complain about it, is we're creating that perception of trying to fix this reality, of trying to get away from what's out there. What the key thing is to look out there and be like, I understand that this is absolutely part of all that is. There's nothing to do about it. I can't fix it. I can't do anything about it. I can't like, I'm always going to be experiencing that because it's a part of all that is. And then you take your stand. You remember that you are one with God. You're all perceptions, and you can say and declare that what is around me is unfolding perfectly into exactly what I want. And what do you want? You can make your goal anything or whatever you want huge. Make that big announcement that is who you are. Make that huge announcement that this is what I want. I want $1 million in my bank account. And I look outside, I don't have $1 million. How do I get there? Wait, those thoughts, those feelings, and what I look at outside is already happening and always will be happening. I'm always experiencing that. There's nothing to do, nothing to complain about it, because I can't change that. But since I'm all perspectives, there's a perspective of me out there knowing that I get what I want and that everything unfolds perfectly into exactly what I want. Everything unfolds perfectly into exactly what I want. Now I'm imagining, knowing that I already have, like, wait, let me take a step back. Now you chose that perspective, but now you also know, because every perspective is there all at the same time, right here, right now, just for you, because you are reality. Everything is within, like, you're the observer. This is you. This is just the physical body, and there's multiple identities and realities, right? We covered that. Boom, 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 boom. that, yeah, there's nothing to do about it, nothing I can change out here. Now I'm gonna choose the perspective that everything unfolds perfectly. But now I also understand that I have what I want as well right here, right now, because that is part of all that is. And it's a part of this stack of infinite realities that you can just choose to observe. Right? So now you kind of just let the outside be there. Because it's a part of all that is. Nothing to change about it. You're always experiencing it. Always. This part of the outside, right? And you choose to let everything unfold perfectly. Boom. And now you're also declaring what you want. Like, I'm a multi-millionaire. Everything's unfolding perfectly because I get what I want. Yeah, I just made $1,000 today. Everything's unfolding perfectly because I always get what I want. I just made $1,000 today. I'm the man. I'm the woman. I'm going out there with my chest high, chin up. Hey, hi, how you doing? It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, let's get in contact soon. We'll talk more about business. Or, excuse me, miss, you look amazing today. I would love to take you out. Oh my God. Okay, let's go out. Boom. Date secured. Or, you know, you're a girl, you switch the roles, man. I don't know how that works. Oh, you think I'm pretty? I think you're handsome. Boom. Date secured. Husband. Shit. But it all stems from knowing that you are one with God. You are one with God. And what does God know? Everything. God knows everything. What is it? What doesn't God know? Right? God knows everything. The universe is everything. You have to, well, no. I was gonna say some bullshit. Anyways, God knows everything, so you are all that is. You are every single perception. Everything's already done. Everything's already finished, created, all that. So there's nothing to do with you can't do anything with the outside. Right? Nothing to fix, nothing to complain about. It's already done. It's already gonna be happening. It's always gonna be happening. And when you choose to be like, because you're not. Sometimes people are like, hey, I'm not choosing this. I didn't choose this. Understandable. No one chose. No one that doesn't understand the law chose that reality. Does that make sense? Like, they think that they're not choosing, so that's the perception that they have. But when you complain and everything, you're creating the perception of complaining. You're creating the perception of how do I fix this. You're creating the perception of trying to get to a new reality. And that is always experiencing. You're always going to experience that and happen. Right? That's always going to happen. You're always going to be experiencing that. So when it does pop up, right? Because you're all that is. So things just pop up. You're experiencing everything. You're experiencing everything. So it's not that it just pops up. You're just experiencing everything all at once, right? So when something that you don't prefer pops up, you understand that, hey, there's nothing to do about it, nothing to complain about. I understand that it's always there, that I'm experiencing that all the time. So I just say, hey, there's nothing to do about this, nothing to complain, nothing to fix. I'm always experiencing that. I choose to perceive and know that everything unfolds perfectly into exactly what I want. What do I want right now in this situation? I'd rather have this pop up in my life. I prefer this to pop up in my experience. I prefer to experience this. Then boom, wow, I'm experiencing this. This is amazing. Everything's unfolding perfectly into this. I have $1,000. Beautiful. Or I have $1 million, a multi-million dollar penthouse. Everything's unfolding beautifully. I always get what I want. I'm the man, because that experience and perception exists, right? It's you're here. Everything is here. Everything's here. There's really only right now too, right? Because you're here. I'm talking, right, and I'm having the perception of me talking to you right now. I can have the perception of something else, right? And I'm still talking to you, but it's just right now. Like I didn't even think about my past. Oh my God, the past 2 minutes, I didn't even think about my past. My past did not come up. It doesn't really exist, you know? It exists, but it's not like I'm tied to it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's just right now. I didn't even think about my future, what I wanted, or anything. It's just I'm in this moment right now, consciously talking to you guys, being aware that I'm a YouTuber, businessman, philanthropist, entrepreneur, playboy. Nah, playboy. Hey, I'm a husband. That's what I am. But And like that, and that's, I think that's what really ties it up into understanding that you don't lack anything. That's that's the foundation of the law of assumption, right? That's the big foundation of the law of assumption, where we really just broke it down into the core, found the coreness of it, of how we can utilize the law of assumption and create the life of our dreams. Now we can now we can just speak it like I got $1,000,000. And then, when you look out there and you complain, just come back. You're the observer. You're one with God. You're of all perceptions, and I choose that I have $1,000,000. I'm a multimillionaire. That's why robotic affirming works, because you're consistently being in that awareness. But when you do it from from the understanding that you know that it's always there, that you are always experiencing it, your reality just flips. Your reality just flips, and it's like, oh my God, oh my God. So hey, that's a wonderful challenge. Let's say robotic affirm what you want for the next 24 hours, but there's no time really, right? You're kind of perceiving that time as now. Like you're creating that. You're deciding that it's a part of you, which is okay, right? Like we came here to understand ourselves as one with God, right? This is like a little game we're playing. We came here to come back to understanding that we are one with God. So have fun with that, man. Like it's truly a blessing, this mindset. And honestly, like I want to wrap it up to understanding that, hey, what other sense of self would you rather have? We could come back to this and talk about it in a linear way, in a more of like a down to earth way, instead of like so esoteric, where like, hey, things pop up, the bad things just pop up. What other sense of self would you rather have? When you can understand that, hey, this bad thing just popped up, but I can feel it, I can observe it, I can feel whatever, say whatever, but I understand who I really am, and it doesn't truly affect me as much anymore. I'm unbothered by it. I understand what that really is. That it's just a part of all that is, and I can decide to be unwavered or unbothered by it, and choose the perspective that I always get what I want. This unfolds perfectly into exactly what I want. I'm gonna declare who I am right now, because I have everything that I want. So I can choose, I am the one that's healthy, wealthy, free, and in love. Blessed. Peace be upon me. Everything that I want is mine. And you just you can live in that kind of like bliss now. Like, everything that I want is mine. Oh my God, I love talking to people. Love interacting with people, etc., just going about. But that sense of self is amazing when you're outside, right? You understand that you are the creator, of what you want is right here, right now. Choose it, live it, be aware of it, focus on it. Understand that it's just now, and that you're living it right now. And once you get that deep understanding, declare that you understand it, know that you understand it, say, I know I understand this, and then live it, live by it. And you're automatically going to live by it. You don't have to force yourself to live by it. And if you force yourself to live by it, like, I gotta do this, then you have that perception that I gotta do this. No, it's like, I know I'm God, I know I have what I want. Yeah, I'm super confident. I'm gonna go up to this girl, I'm gonna get her number. I'm gonna go up to this girl, I'm gonna get her number. I'm gonna make so much money today. I'm a multi-millionaire. And no matter what pops up, like, you just know that you already have what you want, and you always get what you want. Everything just unfolds perfectly into exactly what you want. And that's why you don't lack anything. You never ever lack anything. So, guys, that's what I got for you today. That was a fun video. I really enjoyed that. I love talking about this, because then I get to just really feel the love that I got for myself. But tap in with my socials, IG saioscar _, or no, my IG is saioscar _. Then we have Twitch saioscar. Then we have TikTok SAIIDOSH saidosh. So content is gonna be posted there. Look through my shorts, man, they're good. And I'm excited to really interact with you guys and talk more about the law, and meet people who are on the same timing, on the same wavelength. as me, even though I get to decide that I'm going to meet people like that. And they're all around me, right? Everyone's the same. Everyone's the same. We're all one with God and creators. It's just, hey, are you aware that you are one with God? That's it. And so that's it, guys. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed. Bye.